Hey guys, welcome back to Randy's Garage. So today I wanted to introduce you to my 2017 Camaro SS. Her name is Raven. Raven is my first dream vehicle I've ever bought myself and is my child. I refer to all my vehicles as my children, and Raven is by far my favorite. There is not any other vehicle in this entire world that I will ever love more than I love this car. And as some people already know, if you're from my TikTok, I bought this car without knowing how to drive a manual. This is my first manual vehicle I've ever owned also. So the night we went and got her, Dad actually had to drive her back home for me. And the next 2-3 days, I just constantly practiced. I had sold, I had 2 other vehicles before I got Raven. I had a 2003 GMC Sierra named Tatiana, and that was my daily all throughout high school. And I sold her to get Raven, and I sold my 2018 Chevy Malibu named Felicia. I sold her also to get Raven, and both of them were obviously automatics. And when I got Raven, that was my daily. So I had to learn how to drive this car and talk about commitment. But so worth it. Before long, I was getting a lot more comfortable driving her, and started practicing more on like 0 to 60 times. My car has a performance timer in the dash, and you can track your times for 0 to 60s. And the first time I did it, it was like 5.5 seconds. It was terrible. But then I just kept practicing more, and next thing you know, I'm down to 4.7 and then 4.4, and eventually my fastest time is 4.2 seconds. And that's only 0.2 seconds slower than an automatic, so I'm pretty proud of that time. And I even learned my lesson on burnouts. I've done a total of 3 in my entire life, and they were all in Raven. And I learned quickly not to do those anymore because I was at a car meet one night and I decided to do one, and I was about an hour away from home. I had tire cords showing, and I had to keep stopping on the way home to cut the cords. And with driving back home, they ended up cutting up the inner fender liner of my car. But lesson learned. Those tires were on the end of their life anyways, and I definitely used every penny's worth out of them. And yeah, I just love that car. I spent a lot of time with it. I don't know if a car can be a best friend, but this car would be. Obviously, with having a black car, I spent a lot of time at the car wash. Of course, practicing more and more on the 0 to 60 times, scaring the crap out of my mom while doing that. And I started going to car meets, and as soon as I got the car, I was starting to make TikToks out of them.
Put your head on my shoulder. Hold me in.
I was making TikToks of a couple other people's vehicles before I got my car, but then I started making them with my car, and it's just everything's taken off from there. So I'm really happy to share my love of my vehicle with you guys, and stay tuned to see what all gets done to my vehicle.